about fixing the knee cave-in of the squat or the knee valgus, which looks like this. Coming out of the bottom of the squat here, I got my shoulders back, my feet are flat. I'm coming up and out, my knees will come in towards the midline of the body. And if you don't have flat feet, this could most likely is caused by weak external rotators of the hip or abductors. And there's a few movements that you can do to help strengthen those to eliminate that knee valgus. So to strengthen the external rotators of the hip, we'll take a band and you're going to find a solid object to put it around. Make sure it's good and anchored. You'll take the band and put it just above the knee. And I'm seated here with my hands back behind me. Got my left leg flat against the ground here. My right foot is flat on the ground. And at the hip joint, I'm going to rotate to the outward. I want to make sure there's good tension on the band there to work that muscle. I'm just going to rotate it to the outside. So here you're working the external rotators at the hip joint. This is one of the muscles that could be weak, causing that knee valgus. One of the movements to help strengthen the abductor muscles is the side plank lift. To do that movement, you lie on your side, start with your elbow right underneath your shoulder, and make sure your shoulder muscles are good and ready to go. I got one foot stacked on top of the other, with my hip starting on the floor, and then from here, I'm going to lift up on the hip, so my body is straight midline, from my feet up to my nose, and then back down to the floor here. Okay, and another variation of this, I can put the foot out in front. I got that bottom leg yet on the floor, and I'm going to press against the floor with my bottom leg, lifting the hip back up. It's a simpler version of the one I just showed you. And then to really advance the movement, I'll bring my foot back up on top of the leg here. Lift the hip from the floor, hold that position, and then bring the top foot off. The other one is the clamshell. For this, I'm going to lay on my side here. I got my knees lined up with my hips and my shoulders, so I got a straight line through here. And that's important because that's going to affect how that muscle's worked. And I'm going to open up my top leg going towards the ceiling, and my feet are the fulcrum. So like a clam there. And I want to make sure my hips are in the right spot so I feel that muscle like I'm supposed to. And then to advance this movement, I got a band here. I'll put it at the top part of my knee. And same thing, lining up the knees with the hips and the shoulders. My feet are the fulcrum. Now I got band resistance, and I should feel that more.